Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Today I am sharing some activities that we can do instead of shopping. So if you've been on my channel for a while, then you already know that I have stopped shopping fast fashion as much as possible, and I have kind of slowed down my shopping habits because I feel like I was a very materialistic person before I discovered minimalism and sustainable fashion, and now I'm very careful about what I buy and how much I buy. So to inspire you guys to maybe adopt the same type of lifestyle, I know a few of you on here have told me that you are trying to do the same thing. I wanted to share with you guys some activities that you can do instead of shopping. A lot of the time when you're first starting out on your minimalist journey or just learning about sustainable fashion in general, it can be really hard to get out of the habit or tendency to want to shop all the time, and having our phones on us 24/7 makes it even harder because it's so easy to just go on Instagram and quickly buy an item now. It is so easy to be influenced on social media to buy something that you see somebody else wearing, and so training your brain to think of other things to do instead of shopping is really important for long-term success. So if you want to find out what these activities are, keep watching. Reading has become one of my favorite pastimes, and I think it's because we can literally learn anything we want just by picking up a book. And what better way to train ourselves out of shopping and bad shopping habits, I guess, than to read books about good habits. I love these books that I'm going to list on the side here. I'm going to link them down below for you if you're interested in purchasing like the Kindle or ebook version. And these have really helped me get into the mindset of good habits and living with intention. And personally, I love personal development books. If you are the same, then you'll definitely like these ones too. And if you have any books of your own that you really loved, please feel free to comment them down below. I am obsessed with reading and I love self-improvement, all that good stuff. And reading is a great pastime that you can go hours doing and not even realize it. So I think it's a great alternative to shopping, and you know, it's knowledge, it's free knowledge, so why not do it? One of my favorite things to do in the summer is go on picnics. I love going on picnics with a girlfriend or even with my fiance JR. I haven't gone on any yet because it is just July. However, I do plan on setting some of these up, and I think it's a really fantastic way to fill your time and your schedule with quality time with loved ones. And it's a great way to make sure that any big chunks of free time that you have are blocked off for something special that you might be spending with somebody else. It's a really great way to avoid shopping in that way, because I feel like often when we do have a ton of free time on our hands and we're bored or we can't think of something to do on the spot, we'll automatically go to our phones, and sometimes, most of the time, it does lead to online shopping. So just scheduling in certain activities like this really does help, and it trains you into remembering that there are other things to do than, you know, going to the mall or window shopping and all of those other consumer tendencies. Along the same lines, another great activity that I like to do during the summer is go to the beach. This is another great way to fill an entire day with quality time with friends or family. You can bring, you know, like a frisbee or a volleyball. You can bring a really good book. There you go. That's 2 in 1 of these activities instead of shopping. And it's a fantastic way, again, to spend that quality time with your loved ones and to focus on what is important to you. Okay, you're gonna find that a lot of these have to do with spending time with other people, because this is personally how I just like to fill up my days now that I do not, you know, go to the mall all the time or go downtown to look in shops and all of that. So the next one here is going for brunch, and this is obviously not a full day activity, but I think it's a really fantastic way to get those really special conversations going with the people that you love and appreciate. It's a fantastic way to make somebody else in your life feel really special, especially if it's like a one-on-one brunch. And I feel like brunch is always so enjoyable. You can dress up a little bit because I feel like that's the norm for brunch. And you can like really splurge on good food. And personally, that's what I would love to do with my money instead of buying like fashion nowadays. I just love getting really good quality food and just having that whole experience. So yeah, brunch is just another great activity to do instead of shopping. Recently, I have been really into DIY crafts, and this is another activity that you can do, you know, for an entire day, or you can split it up into days if you are working on something that takes a little bit longer. But if you watched my episode 2 of my wedding series, you saw that during my bridesmaids brunch, we actually did textured canvases and DIY terracotta vases, and that was such a fun activity. It was really a great icebreaker and like bonder between my girlfriends and I just feel like it really allows you to let your creative juices flow. You can do whatever you want. There are so many DIY crafts out there, whether it is, you know, refurbishing a piece of old furniture that you may have found secondhand, or doing up a little painting for your bedroom. There are so many different options, and I just feel like it's a great way to really strengthen those creative senses in you, if that makes sense. Along the lines of DIY crafts, one of my favorite activities is watercolor painting. This doesn't have to be like a full-on watercolor set. I personally just use like watercolor pencil crayons on a sketch pad, and then I use paintbrushes and water to really like fill in the lines and make it look like watercolor. So that's a really easy and clean way of doing it. If you want, there are obviously like watercolor paints that you can buy, but this is a really fantastic way to start like being more artsy, I guess, because it is a little bit more forgiving than acrylic or oil paints, and I feel like you can really like blend the colors together really nicely. So that's a fantastic activity to do as well, that you can just pick up anytime and start doing. Another outdoorsy activity would be hiking. So I personally don't really go on hikes, but I know that living in British Columbia, most people I know love going on hikes because there's just so many mountains around us. So if you are in a place that also has that available, you might enjoy taking this up as a pastime hobby, especially because it just boosts your happy hormones. It really will allow you to, first of all, get a good workout in, spend time with someone that you love and appreciate, whether you go on a hike with a family member or like a friend, or it could be just you. It could be like a self-reflection hike. It's a really great way to just get your blood flowing and to take in the beauty that is around you. Now, if you just can't get rid of the wanting to shop itch, then thrifting is a great alternative because it allows you to buy things that have already been owned and have already been in circulation within the fashion industry and, you know, the economy, your community around you. It's also a really great way to be more intentional about what you are buying. So if you are in a place that is a little bit bigger, maybe you're in a city, there are probably thrift stores around you. Literally just do a Google search of thrift stores near me and I'm sure something will pop up. If you're in a smaller, more rural area, then you can definitely check out some online shops and spend some time like sifting online through secondhand items. That's also a really great way to spend your time wisely if you do want to shop. It's actually just searching for something that you really love. So what I like to do is save items that I want on a Pinterest board, and then I kind of go back from time to time and see if I really want them still, and then I'll use that list as a reference when I go thrift shopping. There you have it, friends. Those are my alternative activities to shopping. I hope you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, and if you did, as always, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below because I do post every Monday and Thursday. I would love to know if you guys have, tried to stop or at least slow down your shopping habits, and if you are on a journey towards minimalism. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.